And from Jay-Z to Miley Cyrus to Rihanna to Kesha are members of this secret society.
You know, to make it clear, the Illuminati consists of billionaire Bilderberg banksters, the media moguls who own this media. These are willing servants. These are Illuminati icons, willing servants of Satan. I mean, the reason why Kanye West is saying he's a god is because that's what Satan teaches you, is that you are a god. That's the big secret of the secret society. So the Illuminati is a satanic, Luciferian society planning the New World Order, preparing for this arrival of their Antichrist, Illuminati false Messiah. And we have these willing servants, these puppets, like Kanye Pest, who's pimping out these...
Come on, man.
I mean, seriously, bro. Listen, why do you think he gave Jay-Z a golden human skull for his chamber of reflection?
Because it was symbolized wealth and success, and maybe he just liked the way the skull looked.
Yeah, I guess Jay-Z wearing his Aleister Crowley sweatshirt. You know who Aleister Crowley is? I mean, he wrote books about how to murder children and says you get satanic magical power from it. I mean, that's who you want to be advertising. That's who you want to be. But let me ask you: Do you believe that a guy who was born in Marcy Projects, who came from a life of crime and selling drugs and made good and became a legitimate businessman, can be like that? Would be a part of the Illuminati knowingly? Well, I mean, look at all these people, Kesha, all these guys using their symbols.
But Mark, what I'm asking you,
the system works, bro.
Do you feel like you think they're conscious of these symbols being a part of the Illuminati, and they know exactly what they're perpetuating? This theory?
Yeah, because the symbols represent power, bro. I mean, come on. We've got Drake using the Bohemian Grove symbol, the owl, it's the same logo. We've got Kesha's just using satanic upside-down pentagrams. I mean, the Illuminati is satanic. Kesha's just a satanic singing skank that's white trash.
Come on,
I can't believe these people. I mean, seriously, she is promoting Satanism to her preteen fans. You can't say that her character is not rotten to the core. You know, Aristotle said if you listen to the wrong kind of music, you will become the wrong kind of person. What do you think it's doing to your brain when you're just listening to garbage like Eminem?
Hold up, man. We're on Eminem stage. You can't say that. Don't do that, man. Come on, man. Man, Mark, you hurt Mark. All right, we got Reggie on the line from Dallas. Reggie, you have a question?
Oh, yes, man. I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Sway, because you're the only musical leader who have somebody like this guy on your station talking about the Illuminati, man. So thank you in the first place for even having the guy on the radio station.
Yeah.
But, the thing I want to say, man, is I agree with him to a certain extent. These music artists are taking us in a direction that I don't think is a positive direction, but I don't think you can say that they're in an Illuminati. I just think they don't have Christian values that we're used to, They're starting to become atheistic, but I don't believe that they're controlled by some secret society, They just,
okay, thank you, Reggie.
They don't have the value.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
You know, Edward Bernays, the father of modern-day propaganda and public relations, wrote in his book that whether in the sphere of politics or business or in social conduct or ethical thinking, we are dominated by a relatively small number of people, a fraction of the 120 million who understand the mental processes, social patterns of the masses. It is they who pull the wires, control the public mind, who harness old social forces and contrive new ways to bind and guide the world. People mimic their celebrity icons. They worship them as gods and goddesses, and it's clear to see that people mimic the dress, the attitude. They change and shape the culture, and they're poisoning the culture. Illuminati is satanic. We got dirtbags like Lil Wayne keeping women locked up in cages.
Come on, man. Mark, let me ask you this question. In Illuminati, in its history, they believed in blood sacrifices, correct? Do you believe that to be an Illuminati, you've had to have made a blood sacrifice, and that's what these artists have done?
No, I don't. It gets a little bit crazy because we start looking in this Illuminati stuff. I mean, you got so many morons out there just their brains have become mush from the mainstream media that every time a celebrity dies, they think that they were murdered by the Illuminati. So I separate the facts from the fiction. One of my most popular books is The Illuminati Facts and Fiction. So many people just believe the Illuminati's behind everything. It's a sign of our culture. People have become so mentally enslaved that they have really no reasoning capacity, and that's why some of my YouTube videos, I'm able to get people to sign petitions to repeal the Bill of Rights because I say that Obama wants you to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I got Blaze on the line from Chicago. Go ahead.
What's up, sweet man? Love your show, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Dice? How you doing, man? Just wanted to say that, first of all, you know, he has a valid point to a certain degree, despite the name calling about all these artists, you know, but from what I read, blacks can't be in Illuminati. They can only be in the Boule. Another thing is,
wait, hold up. Okay, how do you, and hold your second question, Blaze. How do you feel about that, Mark?
Well, I mean, the Illuminati has destroyed African American culture.
I agree with that, man.
Okay, I mean, they've taken it and perverted it, and that's why symbols like Rick Ross, who's a fake name, a stage name, stolen from the real Rick Ross coke dealer, and here we have people idolizing a guy who portrays himself to be a drug dealer, sitting on a Baphomet throne. Baphomet's an Illuminati satanic symbol. That's keeping the black culture. He's perpetuating the very worst aspects and stereotypes of the African American community. We should shame these dirtbags.
So to his question, can people of color be a part of Illuminati?
Absolutely, yeah, on lower levels, and they're more servants. These entertainers aren't in the Illuminati. These are puppets, posers. These are willing servants of Satan, just putting out their godless garbage, these noise-polluting pop stars.
Hold on, man. Mark!
I love it.
All right, Blaze, who was your second question?
The second one is, I mean, like I said, I do agree to a point because I watch some of these
I just
videos.
need the question. Just give me the question.
Yeah. Why is it that the videos that these artists make does not match the song, and why do everybody throw up the rock sign, whether they're actors or actresses, and they're not even part of rock, and that little and they cover their eye all the time in these videos and do all these other symbols with their fingers.
Okay, Mark, I want to get your response to that up next. Mark Dice is here, the author of the book Illuminati in the Music Industry. You got any questions? 888-742-3345. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. We got Mark Dice on the line with us, the author of the book Illuminati in the Music Industry. We've just established that the Illuminati, in theory, was formed around, 1776, was it, Mark?
That's when Adam Weishaupt modernized it. So that's what we call the Bavarian Illuminati. Bavaria is a state in Germany where he formulated the rules and the plans to modernize the ancient secret societies, this secret modern mafia, by taking over the banking system, secretly controlling the political sphere. And that's why we have groups like the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, these phony Illuminati front groups that act as a shadow government that influence our country's foreign policy and lead us into these bogus wars. That's why we have this, the Illuminati-controlled mainstream media. I mean, we're talking about entertainment, but really the core of it is the banking industry and the media, the hard news agencies, where they just tell lies and can propagandize through Operation Mockingbird, an admitted CIA program where the CIA was paying $1 billion a year under the table in cash to all major heads of major media under the table, off the record, to act as propagandists and gatekeepers. This was discovered in a 1975 congressional hearing that proves the CIA was manipulating our mainstream media. So when we're talking about they control the media, if you control the media, you can control the message. And Adam Weishaupt, the Illuminati founder, knew how to do that. And we've seen it grow and grow into today's mainstream, as I call the urine stream music media.
The urine stream. All right, well, this is what I want to ask you, too, because one of our callers had a valid question. And he talked about the videos that we see and the symbolism in some of the videos, and he once specifically talked about the rock sign, the diamond sign, that, in hip hop, that is something that's very well known and popularized by Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Rockefeller Records. And people think it's some type of luminous symbolism, and when people cover their eyes in their videos, these are boys who came from Marcy Projects. When you see these things in these videos, Mark, how do you know that these people, maybe they just like diamonds, the mineral?
Now,
maybe to them that's a symbolism of success, and it has nothing to do.
Now, I'll give it to you. some people read a little bit too much into symbols and hand signs and things, but the reason that we're seeing a rash of clear, all-seeing eye symbolism, Baphomet symbolism, pyramids, sun symbol, clear occult, Masonic, Illuminati symbolism, many of these stars are knowingly wrapping themselves in these symbols because they represent power. And that's why the gangster rap genre was so popular, because people want power, people want money, wealth, and that's, unfortunately, mainstream hip-hop has been perverted and just
But what's wrong with earning cash? I mean, you're selling a book. You're becoming very popular. You're part of the mainstream media too, the mainstream zeitgeist. You're selling a book. You're Mark Dice. You do news shows. You do correspondent work. What makes you different?
Well, unlike people like Rick Ross and Miley Virus, I'm not promoting cocaine and ecstasy use to young preteen fans who are very impressionable and look up to these celebrities. So we're seeing, I want to finish my point about this Illuminati symbolism. We have so many stars that pose as gangsters, these phony, studio gangsters trying to portray this image as a big hardcore gangster street thug and all this. So now we're seeing an extension of that, as they're not just posing as gangsters and mafiosos. They think that, I'm an Illuminati mafia, because what's more powerful than the Illuminati mafia?
But when Robert De Niro plays a gangster, or Al Pacino plays a gangster, or when we watch these movies, why you don't call those people out? Because a lot of these rappers are just creating personas. They're actors. That's not like they don't go home and they're not doing these things. And some of the stuff is just so unbelievable. It's fantasy. So
tell that to some 10-year-old kid that's growing up that doesn't know any different.
But what I'm saying is, do you say the same thing to Hollywood?
Bro, I'm a media critic. I'm a pop culture critic. Anybody that's a demonic dirtbag, I'll just expose what they're doing. I mean, and coming from